I think in order to foster creativity in everybody, I would argue two things. One is playfulness, and I'll talk about that in just a second. The other one is yes and. We tend, as we get more experienced in whatever you do, you could be a teacher, you could be a professor, you could be a doctor, the more experience and more expertise you have, the more reasons you know why something won't work. And so we instantly think reductively and we say no because. But if you just stop for a moment, especially when somebody comes to you with a new idea, and instead of saying no because, just for a minute, you said yes and. And we just did a demonstration with the crowd here. And by using yes and, very quickly their idea got bigger, not smaller. But they also transferred that power of my idea to our idea. And when you work inside any big organization, that transfer of the power of my idea to our idea can really accelerate its opportunity to get done. I talked about the power of playfulness. If I were to ask you, where are you and what are you doing when you get your best ideas? People would say shower, walking the dog, running, falling asleep, waking up. Nobody says at work. Because at work, we don't have time to think. And when you don't have time to think, so in the shower, you have time to think. When you're bicycling, you have time to think. And the door between your conscious and subconscious brain is just enough open that you can work with 87% of your brain, which is subconscious. That's when you have those big ideas. Nobody ever says at work. They always get their big ideas outside of work. Why? Because they're being playful. And playfulness, I think, is probably the biggest. I'm not expecting people to be playful every minute of every day, but when they're trying to have new ideas, if they find, all you're listening for is laughter. Once you have laughter, you know the door between the conscious and subconscious brain is open, and you can be creative.